The cycle has been renewed. Oh, I can feel it in my bones. Some time has passed. But now we must find out just how much time has passed and what manner this town and its inhabitants may be in. For who knows what has transpired in our absence. We must also retrieve our items. And I do believe that our next set of science experiment should be finished with its casting. So we can see how that tends currently. But there's much to be done. Oh, so much to be done. I can hear our friends of Bone music. Oh, hello, friend Fess.
Hello.
Let us retrieve our usual repertoire of items and check on the casting of our project. Does indeed seem to be done, which is good. Yes. Now we need merely to learn how to use them. And hopefully these ones will allow for turning, unlike the previous ones we tried. Those ones did not have the subtlety required to turn and retain this shape. So that will be our tests for the time being. Our usual items. Some leather is never amiss. And our bucket. Let us see how this works with our usual takeoff. Oh my. This certainly will make travel much easier. That is for certain. And the turning is still not as best as it could be. More practice will be required on what adjustments can be made, but it is viable for the time being. Which is good. Let's see what else has happened over on the Isle of Berries. Turn. Well, that certainly needs improvement. More work still to be done. Hello? I hear the striking of metal.
If you had had the hardtack that we had before we had a cook on our ship, you would agree.
Friend
Anything
Captain.
is better than just hardtack.
Friend Kareem. I have not seen you in some time.
Well, we still can't see you.
Blame my small nature for that.
Ah. It has been a while, longer than I thought it was going to be, apparently.
Yes. Fair bit.
Is it finally time for us to venture to your ship, Captain?
It seems like many other people have already done that.
Oh.
Seems like I'm one of the few people who hasn't gone over there quite yet.
I visited
So
the area to make a path for some, but I thought the intention was to wait and traverse there with you.
I would have assumed that as well, but that's not.
I got a bit too excited.
To be fair, I've built up the ship for a very long time.
Your stories do paint a marvelous picture, that is for certain.
It really does, and it seems like a fair number of people are getting some very interesting equipment from it. I'm honestly a bit shocked. I'm guessing that chest was meant to keep for individuals on my ship. They were meant to only open and thank you. I do appreciate that.
Have some food.
I don't think I can handle any more cheese.
Yeah, they've been having nothing but cheese down below, so a bit of variety.
You were traversing through the caves.
In a way, I guess so.
Well, that is not my place to ask, if you do not wish to tell that story at this time.
Also, do you mentioned a path? I don't see one for you.
The path starts over at the Isle of Berries.
Ah, okay. Then we'll wait for you there. We'll wait for you over at the ship.
This might be an area where I could test something I've been working on. Let's see. I'm still working out some of the more intricate parts, but I believe I have some of the basics down.
Now this will be rich.
Let's see. I believe this should be
This'll go
tall enough.
I don't see how they're going to make it that far. Now that. Oh my. Oh. There it is.
Ow.
I must say, Kay, quite the work. I was not prepared for that.
They're still quite stiff when it comes to turns, but as far as traveling in a direct line, it certainly does do wonders.
Oh well.
You look like you hit that pretty hard.
I
Ow.
apologize for the damage to your vessel.
Oh,
Trust me, that is not the worst damage that it has received.
That is... You...
what?
Are you certain of that?
You knocking into the ship would never...
Uh,
I would like you to direct you to the back half of the ship.
I
Or
would,
I guess
I would
the
direct
lack
you to where
thereof.
your figurehead once was.
Captain?
Yes?
There is... How hard did you fly into that?
How far did I fly into what?
No. Look where Kay hit your ship.
Okay,
Please.
1 sec. I'm having trouble visualizing it from this point. Oh my word. Huh. I don't know how you met. My word, you were going fast. Either that or the wood has started crumbling at this point.
It's a possibility, I guess.
Just a K-shaped hole in the hull. Huh.
I guess that is one way of leaving my mark, as it were.
Oh my word, I remember sailing on this ship. It's so nice. It's nice. I never thought I'd actually stand on these boards again. Oh, one can only wonder how the back half of the ship is doing, though.
Is that what we see over there?
I think that's a different ship.
On the other side of the pillar over here. There's a portion of a vessel that can be seen.
My vision gets a bit blurry back that way.
Mm-hmm. I do remember we pointed something like that out. I think some of the individuals think that might be the back half of my ship, and I can't really verify that because I've only ever really stared at this part. I think I also saw something out by, well, the big tower that we were at, and I don't know what's up with that one. That one's not mine. I can't account for that one.
That one could be the vessel of the raiders who appear every now and then.
True. Oh, well. Here it is. Would have expected. Potatoes, carrots, papers. Oh, my word. I found the repairman's old trousers.
Well then.
Oh.
They were the person who made sure to keep this place ship shape. Wonder it's in such disarray now. He didn't even take his pants with him. Oh my word. Like I guess whatever enchantment was on our treasure locker must be on the fritz. It was designed
When was the last time it was refreshed?
Well, the answer to that is probably about as long as I've known Kareem.
Which has been...
I mean, even friend Zach has had to
years?
redo
Roughly.
the magic that they place upon things.
I just remember when we went to go. When we first got it, it was this warlock who was trying to, more or less, wanted to keep things safe, and we hired their services in exchange for helping them on a quest of sorts to receive a very useful bit of material for a later project. They made us a chest that was sentient in some way, at least slightly. They would be able to recognize those who try to open it and give them their materials. I guess in some way, whatever materials you all are getting remind the chest of the people they used to belong to. I guess they don't recognize
Well,
me
it
as captain
has been
anymore,
some
which is-
time since you were here, and if it is sentient, it would not surprise me if it is trying to encourage visitors.
Yes. I will. I will say if it's if it
Even your
recognize if it
even
if
your
it assumes
furniture
that.
has a memory of sorts.
Mhm.
You can
I
tell when
will
someone has
say.
moved your cushion.
uh, I will say the fact that it's giving you all specific items from my crew is nice.
Uh,
You know, the fact that it gave me the repairman's legs, I think, is its way of telling me, please fix this place. What have you done?
perhaps.
Also, I see that you got something from the demolitions expert. Oh
Not that
my
I
word.
have much use for it. I also received some parchment and some fuel.
Well, that makes sense. It was always good to make sure to have some spare coal lying around for whenever we went back to shore in case there was, if, our home base wasn't lit up. You know. And then, of course, parchment just for writing down things, though I'd assume that whatever was written on them has faded with the years.
Oh, that it certainly has. And
Mhm.
I would like to apologize in advance should I leave any more damage to areas that you are fond of. Please do let me know so I can repair it.
It is all well and good. I will do whatever I can to keep an eye out, as it were.
Much obliged.
Mhm.
I'm
Oh.
still getting the hang of these.
I'm still mostly recovering,
Mhm.
but I've gotten better at flying. But I mean, I'm a bit slower than I used to be.
True, but that just means all the more, gives you something to do. Keep the
I'd
hands
probably be
busy,
a lot.
or I guess the
I'd probably go a
wings.
lot faster if I took off all of this armor.
True.
I've gotten used to wearing it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take it off in a bit. I could probably put it on my stand.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Good way to de-stress. Similar to what I do with the trident. Just put it somewhere whenever you're in a place you feel is safe.
Oh,
Mhm.
and you said that the pieces for a trident. You said there were things that you could make it from.
Yes, it would usually require a heart of. It would require a special gemstone, colloquially known by the Merlings as a heart of the sea, as well as some crystals that I've been able to bring back, as it were, which is nice. You know, I had a whole conversation with Kareem about this, about tridents being an extension of the body, at least in Merlin culture. It was, using material that, having something that has a heart but no mind, and so you have to be the mind for it. You know?
I see.
Mm-hmm. Well, whatever the case, there's nothing else I think in this ratty old ship. I might come back here and maybe try and start cleaning it up a bit. I don't know. Maybe rebuild the back half so that way I don't think it'll ever be seaworthy again, but I can at least let people come by and see how it used to look.
That would certainly be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough, this was probably the best warning for any other ship trying to pass through here. They just see this, and like we didn't have. It's like they didn't even have a lighthouse before, so they just see this and be like, maybe
To be
we should
fair,
probably
perhaps
turn.
that lighthouse, the light from it does not quite shine as far as it might, with as heavy as the mists are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh well. I'm sure everything will, will eventually. I doubt there's many people actively coming to this location. Otherwise, there would be a fair bit more people on this side than outside. Either way.
certainly is a way to outpace others. That should make it a fair bit easier to set things up and move things to and from the market, that is for sure.
Plus also being able to well, not use them under having to deal with them underwater probably strengthened them as well.
I presume so. I did use them to make me swim faster.
Mm-hmm. I will say, quite. There's a word for this, and I'm losing it. I'm not a spellman. Now, I'm very happy I don't have channeling on this thing. That would be dangerous.
What does channeling do?
It was.
Was that not the one that you mentioned was often used in ship-to-ship combat, though, to set fire to the other vessels?
Occasionally, but that was only really useful in that ship-to-ship combat, as it were. Wasn't quite as useful when it came to individual combat, mainly because a fair number of monsters seem to almost be empowered by
I see.
stormy weather.
Oh, and Kareem, I did expand upon the pathway over here some more.
Mm-hmm.
So the watered path is a bit farther.
I will also say,
You will also say throwing a trident.
yes, got a bit too. There it is. It flew right past me and then came back. I still need to try out that, see if I can, because I never had like a trident that was mine for a long time, so like I'd like to test out some things I never got to test out with it beforehand.
Hey, do you know anything about this stuff? I'm not sure what
I
this is.
I know it's safe to eat.
I still don't know why you ate it without knowing what it was.
That you are more incorrigible than fire.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
I'm certain you would.
Listen, I'm opportunistic. I can eat just about anything. You probably shouldn't ask me if I think food is good because I'm going to think it is good.
I don't know if it's
It tastes
a
good.
thing on if you can. I think it's if you should.
Well, we learned. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
I mean, the nature of this does remind me of, well, in the areas in which it is this there? These are the parts of the areas that the shadows sprouted on the surface. But certainly, the fact that it is blooming and not growing in an aggressive manner certainly is a good indicator. But what exactly it means, I cannot say.
Oh, right. Listen.
Hold
you'd
on,
be
I need to
surprised
water my
how
fish.
easy it is to forget when you're so used to being underwater all the time.
No.
You just kind of forget that air. You
Hold
forget that the thing you need to breathe isn't always around you.
Hold
when
still.
you've lived.
Hold still, Captain. Let me water my fish.
You just.
What? It's better to have more of them so we know, like, at least more of the berries if we want to test them on anything.
I don't trust you with them the same that I don't trust
What
you with
do you
gunpowder.
mean? What do you mean you don't trust me with them?
Because you'll eat them.
And we've proven that it's safe.
Not
we
certain
have
that's
not.
quite been proven as of yet.
It is not immediately harmful. Is that better for you too?
It could take more time to hurt you.
Usually tests like this are conducted on livestock first.
I'm live, and I'm stocky.
What's happening?
There's
Your
strange
shoulders
berries
may
going
be
around.
wide, but that does not make you stock.
It's like, plus also, you know, with a couple of these seeds, I'm sure we could give them to whoever the plant. Maybe we could give them to relics and ask them about it. They seem to know.
Maybe
all
you
Perhaps.
should give that to them before you eat it.
I ate 2 berries. That's not gonna kill any. That's not gonna kill me. That's for sure. They haven't made the stuff that can they haven't
You
made.
concern
I
me every day,
dislike
Captain.
the disregard you have for your own longevity.
Listen. In this world, after dealing with all of these immediate threats, it makes you envy the slow deaths of the world.
Slow deaths are often more painful, though, Captain.
Hey, turn.
Yes?
Look,
Ooh.
a rope. We
Eh.
can use this to traverse big pits.
Oh, you're right!
And
Oh my god.
And
I
I
have
have
broken
to say,
it.
I do believe that Kareem would agree with me that a world without you would have much less color.
I would agree on that. Why am I...
Oh yeah, I gave you those.
I'll hold on to them.
Scare me like
I'm sorry.
terrors. How long have you been there?
Oh, I've been here for a little bit. I'm surprised you didn't notice.
I guess I didn't. You've gotten better at hiding.
Yeah, no, I had to just walk behind you.
Oh.
I was right in front of you, and then I walked behind you. You just didn't notice. Are you okay?
I'm
To
fine.
be fair.
Okay is a relative term.
I don't know my relatives. Or at least I don't know
think
where
do
they are
either.
right now.
I don't know if I know many of them. I'm not gonna think of that.
Relative.
Like a parent or family.
Oh,
Yeah.
like you guys.
Yeah, like that. Though, to be fair, we're the family that you choose. We're a family that people choose.
I don't
And in my opinion, that's a lot stronger than the family that you're given.
Well, as the saying is, friend Captain, the blood of a bond is much thicker than the water of the womb.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say?
Which one?
That's what to say.
Who's Gordon?
That I do not know.
That reminds me of a researcher I used to know. They really liked looking into all manner of different things. Let's see, where was it again? Shadow Peak, I think. Shadow Plateau. That was the one.
I don't
Shaded
know
Mesa?
that place.
No, I don't know. Well, it's not important. It's not like I can go there anyway. I don't have a
Especially
passport.
with this Varian place.
Yeah, and I don't have a passport either.
Why do you need a passport?
Why wouldn't you need a passport?
I don't think I don't know if
Listen, if you
I mean,
can't
I
go
don't
there
think
without
we
a
have any
passport, you
port
don't have-
authority here that is checking such documentation.
Well, yes, here, but over there. Sure.
Sure.
You were a
Get a
shipwrecked.
passport?
You were a shipwrecked sailor. What paperwork would you have upon yourself in such a state?
Well, I mean, that sounds like a me problem and not a them problem.
I'm gonna go over and take off my armor and just stretch my wings a bit.
Of
I'll
course.
meet you back over here or wherever.
Wonderful. But yes, that's what I was saying. Passports. Just you needed it to go anywhere in that place. This is not the way up. Or are we going up? Which way are we going? What are we doing?
I do not know. I was testing how well I could turn with the latest iteration, and then I happened upon the sound of your trident.
Hey, when did you get wings?
I've been experimenting for the past several weeks, and this iteration seems to be working rather well. Turning is still a challenge, but it suffices for now. Oh, sorry, is it time to water the fish?
It will, Daddy Kezrin.
Probably be careful. I know water doesn't mix well with you.
I got a passport.
That has been becoming less of a problem in later times.
You know, I can't really be judge this one. I think honestly I believe it. But then again, I'm not a port
Where's my
authority.
passport?
Usually I'd be the one trying to bypass port authority, and they did
I
not
do
like
believe that some of the letters in the last line there do need to be capitalized, but other than that, it looks correct to my eyes.
Good enough for me.
Also, I need to try out these ropes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you scared me. I just see you slam your head into a wall.
I am still working on landing procedures. I have not yet been through the full flat school. I have been waiting for the instructor to be available.
You actually scared me. Like I oh my god.
That definitely looks like you got some stuff on your shoulders, but otherwise your hands are okay.
Yeah.
What happened to your hands? I mean, like the thing are there now.
I got new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Better ones, at least.
Oh, hello, Rel.
Hi.
You're actually perfect. There's been some plants growing around, and I just wanted you to.
And the captain's been eating them.
What?
I've eaten some,
I ate one.
and they're safe.
I mean, I ate one. Not that bad.
See? Look at that.
It didn't hurt me.
Look at that. That's 3 people. That's enough for a whole peer review study.
So
I can't even eat berries, and it wasn't that bad.
I leave for.
as is,
I've been
to
eating
my
other
knowledge,
stuff.
most berries need to be cooked in some manner before they are safe to be consumed by most.
I can't eat this right now. I just ate.
I know I'm waiting. I'm trying to get just a tiny bit.
I am concerned for so many of you.
Hey, I have.
Like I said,
I know
they have
some-
not.
just let me-
Like I
let me
said,
eat.
the world has not found the thing that can kill
I
me.
see
yet.
no reason for concern.
At least not for food.
Even pufferfish can't kill him.
I feel like I need to confiscate things.
I have eaten pufferfish and spider eyes before, and those are the closest they ever got. If I can eat those and survive, I can eat this.
That is not
I
necessarily the case, Captain.
I used to just only eat rotten flesh before while I was stealing stuff.
Ooh, my word, you were having long pork? Ugh.
And I'm fine.
I'm not certain that can quite be considered long pork, Captain.
I mean, considering where you get rotten flesh from.
Where did they go?
Have any of you guys seen the villager that's supposed to be in here?
They departed about a month ago now.
Oh. Perhaps they went to go gather more materials?
I did leave a message on the notice board, but it was replaced by the slew of messages since.
Oh, this is just from when they first moved in. I thought that was it.
I think he's in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just went to bed because I would just.
Yeah, he's just sleeping.
Oh well.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
my.
I
Actually, I'm not sure. Where are they?
Probably not walk in on him sleeping.
It's a staff only.
That's
staff.
hardly the worst thing I've seen them do.
I'm concerned.
Did you ever wonder where they get the twine for their bows? And why they are bald?
Okay. Now I'm more concerned.
Yeah, these berries seem.
Now I don't feel
Look at
comfortable
that!
standing over here.
That's 4 people. 4 people have eaten them, and they're completely safe. That is 4 people. How can you not trust 4 people?
They're not very filling, but they're
There's
berries.
like-
So.
There's like
I'm not
maybe
eating those.
there's like
I'll
maybe
take one.
8 people max here. That's a 50% agree rate.
There's a furnace over here if you want to try cooking them into another. I could try cooking them into a dish.
Furnace.
It's over here by the cows.
Ah.
Do not mind, they are quite comfortable in there.
Oh, you can bake them.
Oh.
Oh.
That means you must be able to eat them. If you're able to cook them.
Cooked. They don't change
Oh,
it.
that is beautiful. Oh, they look. Look, one's very purple, and the other one's. Yeah, the cooked ones are purple. Mm.
It's magic.
Well, if you don't want berries.
Oh, that is very lovely. Like I said, probably good in a pie. You could probably do something.
I mean,
really
if you
good
want me
with
to try to bake some into a pie, I can give that a go.
that. I mean, if you can, I'm sure people would love it. It'd probably be wonderful.
Just hand me all the ones you currently have, and I'll check.
I currently have 2. I think I gave Rel.
I
most
doubt
of the
that's going to
rest.
be enough
put
for
them
a
in the-
pie.
Mhm.
I'm letting the chickens eat mine.
And look,
know if
and
that's a great
now the
idea.
chickens are able to eat it. If it's safe for them,
That is
it's
where
gotta be safe for
the
me.
test of edibility should have begun.
Well, we know they're safe for us, so they're safe for the chickens.
And that means that we can eat. And that means that if we feed them to the chickens, that we can also eat said chickens after. I'm not wrong. I'm not. The proof is in the pudding. That would be good.
is airy.
Berry pudding. Oh my word.
Wouldn't that just be jelly or jam?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
You
No.
don't want jam?
Not for those berries.
I mean, we can make jelly if you prefer. One does what? One.
You have wings?
I've been doing some experimentation. This is the latest iteration of the ones I've been working on. I do have some spares if there's one you would like.
That'd be neat if you have extras.
Well, I've been making them in sets, and that way, if as they fail, I can make adaptations to the next one and then see what else needs to be done.
Yeah.
Let's see. Might as well take both and see which they prefer. Right. Of course. Oh, careful there. Of these spares, which would you prefer?
The red one.
I believe they should be of a size that fits.
Wow. Okay. Mm. This is neat.
Just do try to be careful. But it is quite easy to pick up velocity.
Hopefully I don't fall with them. Neat.
Question, Rel, was it just the captain who wanted to try a baked dish with the berries, or did you want one as well?
Fly like you. Take that. Hi, my names.
Is this for you, should you want it, or if you would just desire to give it to the captain?
Oh. Bread. Okay. Should go find them. It will, Daddy Kezrin.
Let's see what other manner of things we can make upon our way. Let's see. Where have they departed to?
The fact you only get one berry from these is rather disappointing.
Please
hello.
be careful.
Oh.
I am being very careful. The dents in
Everyone
my
getting
head
wings
prove
now?
so.
Man, when do I get mine?
I could go make another set. I do have some supplies remaining.
No, it's
Of the
fine.
braided
It's
leather.
fine. I'm joking. I feel like I would crash into a Wall.
I've done that
That's
a
part
few
of the
times.
fun.
Captain,
The
I
baked
also
dish
have
you
some,
request.
materials from when I was down below that I don't really need.
Ooh. Oh, you can't just give me all of that. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh
Is this
my,
one very
that is
growing?
beautiful.
I was, yes, being down
That
there
is
for
where
a
the
while,
captain has been obtaining the berries from these
let me
patches.
get what I needed.
So it's from the.
Oh yeah, also have these.
Much obliged.
Ooh, or a cowcum. What? Oh my word.
What is orichalco?
It is a greenish mineral.
I think that's what my old axe was made out of. I didn't make it too well, though.
Ah.
Who else?
I
Also
dropped
made a
my
pair
bundle.
of boots with it as well.
Who else desired a baked good with the berries inside?
Captain, I dropped my bundle and I think you picked it up.
Oh, sorry about that. There you go.
Thank you.
There we go. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, I'll be honest. I thought that was the I really am not discerning when it comes to food because that was not the ones with the berries in them. We must wait until I am hungry again to try that. Like I said, do not ask me if food is good. I will say yes. The answer will always be yes because food is good.
I see.
It's very good, but I'm very specific with my foods.
Yes, and that's a
I
diet.
mean,
There's
you
nothing.
have to be specific.
Yeah, I don't. I can eat almost literally anything. I will say the mushrooms in the cave have been expanding rather rapidly. Actually, not sure what any of these are for. You just kind of look. I mean, it's nice to have all of these regular mushrooms, but all the other
It's
ones
certainly
are kind
prettier than where I was.
of... Well, that just means it's even better to be back.
Definitely. Although it seems I'm not used to all this clutter again. I keep bumping into things.
There we go.
Hey Captain, have fun trying to get in your house. You open that door and like 5 animals are just gonna run out.
Listen, if they want to run out, that's their choice.
Oh.
That says more about them. Well, actually, I was gonna say it says more about them than me, but I think that says more about the
Hold on,
space than
Captain. Do
them.
wait up. I believe it's time to water the fish.
You really need to be careful. Especially here, there's like there are both sides are enclosed. These may look like water should flow through them, but they are constructed very
Careful
very
is my
sturdily.
middle name.
It's
Never is my
Okay,
first
so-
name.
What's your first name?
Never.
So never careful, eh?
Let's go with that.
I'll be honest. That sounds like what was it? That sounds like something one of my old shipmates was called. It was always like something last name. Man, you are very spry. Right, I should probably put this up. Boop. No reason to be holding it all the time. I would say I haven't seen a green frog in a while.
Oh. That is quite a jump that they have.
Why not?
Hee hee. And no one will ever know. My health bar is gonna deplete so fast now that I have those. I'm just gonna rearrange my hotkeys. Regardless of how we do it, we'll make it work. Because I ain't giving up those wings.
Oh,
What are you doing? That was very close. I should prop. I should. Ooh.
I should
move all of the
I-
axolotls to the tank. If we're both going to be living in separate, like in different
maybe
houses,
add a
that can be.
railing before.
Well, yeah, we'll add a railing, but like, I think they'd appreciate that a lot more than being, just here.
I think the rabbits are getting stuck in the bushes.
Yeah. Don't hop in the pot, please. We don't need you doing that.
I have words for this vile beast.
Also, here you go. I found this in my box, and I'm pretty sure it belongs to you. It just was sitting in one of my chests, and I'm not quite sure why.
It was one of the first invitations I gave you.
That's why. It's been a very long time, and my memory is not what it used to be. Well, that explains it.
But it has my signature at the end.
True. Well, I mean, if we're putting all the animals here, I should probably move these ones out.
That would probably be a good idea. I should probably also grab Milo.
Let's see, how does this work again? Ah, okay. Oh, that's how you place it. Okay. I need...
Where did
Right.
you go? Hello. Come here.
There we go.
There you are.
What are you... What's this one? Oh, wait.
Oh.
No, the cats are killing the rabbits.
No. Oh.
Flum,
Oh my god, Plum is dead.
Flum had a good run.
This was not thought out.
I don't think it was either.
Well, you did say you were not made captain because you were the most strategic.
Catch the other rabbit. Oh.
These guys run fast.
I
think there's
got one of them.
I saw a rabbit run
I
into the
got one
house.
of them.
There's a reason
I
why I
got
remain on the walls.
The slime!
No, the frog ate the slime.
Zach, back away, quickly!
I hate to tell you this, Zach, but you should, yeah.
Oh.
I need to get out of here before the cats realize where I am.
I saved one of the rabbits if you want to get Plum too.
I think it might be a good idea.
There's one in your house, and I
There's
think
one
the
more.
cat's trying to
There's
get
one
it.
more. I got it. You got it.
There's one more in the house.
It might...
Water.
1 sec.
Are you
Might
safe,
be
friend Zach?
a good idea to maybe get some fish for these cats, so that way they can sit.
Alright, I'll go do that. Don't open your door, I think there's a rabbit in there.
I'm just gonna put those rabbits in there, and I'll... Cage. I don't like these cages. They're useful, but not...
I
not
got
fun.
the other two.
Oh,
I don't like the
wonderful.
cages either, but it just.
It's like, they're good for transport, which is nice.
Yeah.
I just don't think that they should stay in there longer than they have to.
And something I will say, surprisingly, they can breathe underwater when they're in the cage.
Yeah.
I am worried that you have tested this.
Look, sometimes you forget you have a cage in your pocket when you go underwater.
There. Crystals. I really need to be better. Okay. Well, until we contain those,
Is the coast clear?
No, there's still a lot of frogs there. I think they might be intimidated by you, though. I don't think they're going to be trying anything anytime soon.
Or you're just too big.
That may be the case for Zack and the frogs, but
Why is the cat dying? Why is the cat dying?
I believe because it was in frozen water.
The water wasn't frozen though.
It wasn't. It was just.
This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
Listen, I don't know why you all, like, gave me, or, like, I more or less was like, hey, if you want these, if you want all of these.
Your name bestows upon you a position of authority.
Yes, a
Also,
position of
and
authority
also,
that I try my best not to use here. Because I'm
And yet
not
you
a
still
shit.
invoke the name on the daily.
And also, I can barely take care of myself. How am I supposed to take care of animals?
I have
Not
some
good.
fish.
Not only that, that means that I am a captain of a ship, not a captain of a bunch of animals, and for that you'd want a zoologist.
A zoologist cannot wrangle the beasts under them.
Bird.
They merely study them.
Then who would you get? Then you get a wrangler of some sort.
Yes,
not
one
be
with the
a
appropriate
captain.
pants as well.
I'm gonna name you Mordecai.
Oh well. There we go.
What you looking at?
There we go.
Oh, cute. Milo has a friend now.
Isn't there another one?
No, I think there was. Yeah.
The other
It,
one, I don't.
it went into the water and it something
Did
I'm
not
pretty sure
return.
Something happened.
Oh.
It went in the water, didn't get out.
I'm gonna have to find a name for you. I'm not too good with that.
You did good
I
with
will
Milo. I'm
too.
sure you'll do good with this one.
I also need
Milo
another
the
cat bed because I
second.
don't think Milo wants to share.
I might have an extra cat bed. I try to keep copies of most of the things I make, just so I can look back at them later, but also, sorry for closing the door on you. I saw the birds and I was like, oh. I'm just flying out into the cold air. Probably left it down. Oh, I did leave it down here.
I probably have to dye it a different color. Now you can disco.
We should absolutely put a what type of fence would be useful here?
I'd say just like some slabs or something. I don't think axolotls can really climb too high. Oh.
Well, it seems like they like you. Your friend. That's basically what happened with Kay.
Doormat. Please don't sit on the doormat.
You'll figure out how to take care of rats. Uh-oh. Hmm. Where was it? Where was the thing I was going to do? Labs, right.
I'm not certain where you keep your items, Captain. You'll have to solve that mystery on your own.
Steel. Durasteel. Oh.
You need a doorbell over here.
Probably.
I'm not really the best when it comes to. I have a very thin use case when it comes to technology. I made the best I can do is things that spin, and that's about it. Yeah. This is actually how I was able to make those. I can actually show you. That'll be fun.
Oh.
Need to get some. Yes, this here.
The snow definitely feels good on my feet. A lot better than cold stone.
Mm-hmm.
Much softer.
There we go. Now the fire is fueled by a very particular fuel source that Rel was able to get me. And that energy from the fire is able to transfer and change the stone, refining it into prismarine as well as prismarine crystals.
I see.
Very, very useful. I know with those crystals you can make some very beautiful lanterns. The Merlings would decorate their city with that material, which, considering how you make it, kind of leads me with some ethical questions. But I can't.
Well, the question is, friend Captain, have you ever seen
Yes.
a Merlin graveyard?
You know, I haven't.
It is not uncommon for many peoples to take their loved ones and fashion them into an object to better remember them by.
Well, I guess building an entire city
I also
on.
forgot to give you these as well.
I'll say you didn't forget. You gave me a lot of that already.
It was in my bag.
Oh.
And
Oh my word, that is so. Oh right, got perfect. Here you go. You'll probably make better use of that than I will, at least for now, because I don't really use copper too often, and I'm sure keeping people safe with that will probably be better use than what I could find it for. Oh, thank you.
I believe that can be used to fashion a stronger harness for some of the animals, should the need arise.
Perhaps.
As if those cats come after me, I will do what is necessary to defend myself.
They're in my house. I think they're fine. I still have to
They
find
were-
the other one.
They were looking at me with a hungered look in their eyes.
I don't think Milo will be too fond of me sharing attention.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of all the things I can use with that.
Hmm.
Let's see. There we go. I don't think I have any wood to spare it. If you'd like, you could probably go ahead and try and use that axe. Maybe get some stuff to make some edges.
I'll see what I can do.
Mhm.
I haven't built anything in a while.
Well, once you get the materials, you'll have a set of hands and another set of hands.
More than I had before.
Seems like it'll make the job easier. Well, I won't keep you. Let's see. I might just sit in the pool outside for a little bit with the other axolotls and just think for a bit.
That's fair.
You want any berries?
Sure.
And Captain, I
Yes.
do have a request.
If you don't mind, well, I mean, I'm more than happy to take requests if it's. I have no idea where you went. Where are you?
I'm above the door over here. Turn to your right. Above the door.
Ah! Sorry, it's hard to see through all this colored glass sometimes.
Well, it is becoming much safer for me to be perched up above.
Mm-hmm.
It has been some time since we heard tales from you. Do you know when next you might be willing to spin a yarn?
Probably sometime later today. I seeing all of my old cruise items, I could spin a yarn about any of them, honestly.
I see.
Mm-hmm. It'll be nice getting to talk about them. Honestly, they deserve to have their tales told. They're probably still telling them out in their own place right now.
That I hope they are.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I'm gonna get to thinking and brainstorming, and
Have fun with your
I'll make sure
thinking
to call
pool.
everybody when story time is ready.
Much obliged.
Hi.
What you doing over here?
I made an ice tunnel.
Oh.
Another one?
Yeah.
I would like to see this coolest tunnel ever, but I do not think it would be wise.
Yeah, it is filled with water.
Ah.
I'll say it now. It's the coolest tunnel ever because the ice makes you cool.
I see. Where has friend Rill departed to? Yeah, we should prepare some more breads as well. Let's see, we've got wheat. Did we not have corn growing here as well? Yes, he has the corn. Okay. Well, now. Put that in there. Another corn, actually. Now, let's fashion some more foods.
Captain told me.
Uh,
I'm sorry I was gone for so
no,
long.
no, it's fine. I mean, you got new hands. That's something you gotta spend a lot for.
The speed with which we can travel now. I'm not certain who left the boat there, but best of luck to them on using it in this ice area. How easy is it for us to get to our area we've been setting up? Come on, climb. Turning will need to be improved before we can reliably get there. But traveling this far is certainly manageable now. See, we're gonna need to make a landing pad, are we not? That we are. Yeah, that is something that can be worked out. What awaits us at the... Hopefully none of the others have disturbed what we put here. Well, the ores still remain, which means that it's doubtful that anyone has climbed. And our supplies remain. And let us see. Copper can be put up here. We are gonna need to block that off, or else it will arouse suspicion. Let us see. And does that descend, or is there another area from which it originates? Seems there's another. Let's see. Looks like it is getting. It is now lowering. Fully. Oh, this is going to be some work. just need to grab this one. There we go. Back to the corner. It's always back to the corner. It truly does not want to go down. I shall just leave it for another time then, I suppose. This will give us... We can still return with ease. And expediency if we are needed, but it's also far enough away that we should not be disturbed. As for where? Let's see other foods. What do we have? Probably should stock up on some more beef. And some mutton would not be amiss either, I do believe. Is there something of which you search for, friend Rail?
Have you fallen off anything yet?
I have fallen off a great many things.
Quite a few walls.
That is my primary method of landing, yes.
I'm trying to watch my birds to figure out how it works, but they don't seem to do anything. They fly a lot slower.
These ones were designed more so off of the wings of the nightly aerial attackers.
Those guys don't land.
No, they do not. But that is why you will notice, like here, you notice that we are lower down than that cliff across the way. Right?
Yeah.
Incoming!
You alright?
I am fine.
Guess it's worth staying a bit lower to not get hit.
Yes, I designed it off of the wings of the creatures of the night, and with practice, you can gain altitude as you fly. It takes some adjusting, but it can be done. Quite the face I was expecting to see when I turned that corner. How quickly can I get to the cheese? That is a question. Rather quickly. And a shortcut back as well, just by cutting over the mountain. Suppose it's time to give that a test. Well, certainly seems to work as intended. I'll have to move some of these things farther. But now that we have means to travel, that will not be difficult to do. No child can catch me now. No matter how fast its legs may be, I can simply take to the air.
What are you doing on my wall?
I heard a child.
I don't see a child. They're probably down there.
Perhaps.
Not good.
What is not good? What has happened?
I don't know. I can't find the child.
Yep, they are done here. Careful.
I'm working on it. It's getting closer. I don't know how green dust is.
So we know this one is not trying to get you. Right. It's not trying to hurt you. So all that means is that the others aren't trying to hurt you. It's just a frog. Zach's scared because he saw a frog eat slime.
Understandably
and he's scared the frog
so.
trying to eat him. Yeah. So I'm just showing Zach, like, the frog's not gonna
No,
get
fear's
him.
an appropriate response in this situation.
Yes, I know, but at the same time, the frog is in an important spot. It's gotta stay in that. Or is this just not going back to Term's place?
Oh, I didn't know it was terms.
Yeah, it's Term's frog.
I thought it was just a wild frog.
Nah, it's Term's frog. But anyways.
I didn't know frogs were such a controversial topic.
Anyways, I got a cool bird.
You got another bird?
I got a bird. I named him Mordecai.
That's a
Come
nice
on, come on
name.
out.
I think
There
it's
he
silly.
is.
Oh, you have 2 birds?
I have 3. I got Mordecai, Mars, and Woo. And that's the birds.
Nice.
I like Mordecai because he goes, whoa, whoa.
He's always talking to Woo.
Yeah. I like the birds. They're cool.
For whatever reason.
Do my best.
Mhm.
What's happening?
Story time.
Story time. Ow.
Most everyone's already here.
Wait.
Where's
I guess
Zach?
Mars is joining us.
And now you have a bigger audience.
Yeah, my bird came along.
Mhm.
Which one's the real term?
The
I
world
wonder.
may never know.
Which one? Which one crashed the pirate ship? We will never
So
know.
many. I mean, just add 1 more.
Oh!
You drove.
You know.
Oh my word.
There, Mars gets a seat right on the edge.
Amazing.
Let me go put this frog back.
Is everyone here?
Well, I hope so. I'm
It is.
assuming.
Okay,
Yep.
and then
There we
Paris
go.
is going to leave the frog over there.
All right. I thought I'd go ahead and tell you all some stories. Is this everybody? I want to make sure before I just settle into a yarn.
I'm pretty sure this is everyone.
I'm quite certain Friend Fire's off gathering some additional materials for something that they requested of me.
Ah, lovely, lovely.
I know not when they will return.
Hmm.
Come
All
on, let me go grab a chair.
Where are you going to grab a chair from?
There we go. Okay, with everybody more or less here, a fair number of you went to go visit my ship before I went over there, and it seems a fair number of you ended up with some rather fun, important, well, not important. I guess they're important in some way, but a fair number of you ended up with some rather interesting items, ones that I never thought I'd see again. So I thought I'd go ahead and start off with a... Let's see. What other, if anybody has an item that they're interested in that they found, I can try starting with that.
Maybe the first, I think, tunic thing I gave you?
Oh, it's that one. That one's the one that I told you about, the archer, correct?
No, the one before that.
Oh,
It is very warm.
It is very warm indeed. So, back in the day, as we all know, most crews would have many different ranks throughout your ship, and none was more important than quartermaster and first mate. Now, my ship ran a bit differently, you see. For my first mate had more responsibilities compared to what most first mates would have to deal with. Due to some issues that they experienced, back in our youth, they more or less became the night captain, the person who would run the ship whenever I would go to bed. And as such, whenever I would wake up, they would be the ones to run the ship.
A question.
It was... Yes.
So did most of the alcohol go missing during their watch? Or was it during yours? Not when most of it was used, but when most of it was missing from supplies.
I would like to say that we kept each other accountable, but we also both had an understanding. And I'll leave it at that. I'd rather not speak ill of people I haven't seen in a fair bit. But this fellow crew member, back in our youth, back before I was even a captain, back when we were both swabbies on another captain ship, we would be tasked with making sure that all of these different tasks were done along the ship at all hours of the day. And it wasn't until one fateful night when we were a bit closer to shore that they ended up being attacked by a monster most dire. And it seems whatever monster attacked them left them with a sensitivity to sunlight. It was awful. They absolutely adored being able to go out in the morning each and every day, getting to see all of these different they always like to tell me that there was something beautiful when it came to sunrises, that each one was completely unique no matter where you were, especially when you're a captain or a pirate meant to go to all these different places. They were my best friend, and I couldn't see them lose something so valuable to them. I decided then and there that I would leave the ship in the dead of night and would go and try and find something to help them. It wasn't until I stumbled upon the same monster that had attacked them so heinously that I was able to find said item. Seems that the individual that had attacked them was hungry and regretted what they ended up doing to my friend. They decided that they would, after a bit of talking here and there, we came to an understanding that since they were in this location and had already settled in, that they would give the items that they had used to my friend. They decided, they handed me a tunic of sorts, one that they said, while it would not ease all of the worries or all of the chronic pains that would occur throughout from then on from being out in the sun, that it would at least allow them to go out for a couple hours each day. I rushed back, and it turns out that my friend, upon seeing me gone, left to go find me. They completely abandoned the captain, and as such, any chance they had to see the world. Me and them decided that we would see the world together, and we set up our own crew. 2 peas in a pod. And so, that was more or less how the start of my pirating adventure came to be. We decided that we would take care of each other. We wouldn't leave each other for dead or abandon each other. We'd make sure that anyone who needed help, whether it be sensitivities or issues that they were dealing with, mentally or physically, would be addressed. And I like to think that by the time I gave up my role as captain, that we did just that. Anyway, that's the history behind that one.
Sounds like quite the friend.
What can I say? I know how to pick 'em. Oh. Anyway, I think I'll save the rest of the items for later. If all of you could either send me a note later letting me know what you found, so I can try and recall some of those old and very nice memories, I would appreciate it. But for now, I think it's time for me to retire and let all of these little guys go ahead and enjoy the rest of their day swimming. I hope you all enjoy your new home. uh, anyway, I'll see you all later. Oh, that
I
was
should probably
close.
head to bed as well.
Mhm.
I'm very tired.
Mhm.
Yeah, I should
Before you
probably
head
go
to
bed.
bed, I have a question.
Hmm?
Do you know how to turn a saddle into leather?
I
Uh,
think
I have some additional leathers should you require some, friend Zach.
Yes, but I also have 2 saddles.
you can put it through that grinding machine.
Can I have
a
the
while back.
saddles?
If you want the saddles, I have literally no use for them other than leather.
I don't want the saddles, please.
Want the saddles. As soon as I can figure out how to get my inventory. Help! Help!
No.
Oh, I figured it out.
There you go. There you go.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to go head to bed.
Rest
I
well,
also
friend
want to
Kareem.
go to bed. Have a nice night, everyone.
Rest well, young wolves.
I'm sorry,
With
who?
wolves.
Who?
Who is that?
The woolen one. The creature. The one with the horns. It was over by the entry. The captain said that they dropped the musical horns.
I think you mean the goats.
Yes, those.
Oh, okay. Good night. Off the bridge I go, yay!
And what are you up to now, friend Zach? You were looking for some leather, correct?
If you have extras, if you don't, it's fine.
I believe I have some.
Thank you. No! I didn't mean to pick that up. Thank you. Did it hurt?
Marginally. Let us see. What is remaining up here? Hmm. So many things here. So many unknowns. Hmm. Potions collected from each creature above. That was a fascination they certainly had with time. The translation of the one we found. Remove those. That's right. See, there was a repeat of a name there. Itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Perhaps an allegory for human nature. Even when the whole world says no one washes you down, people just keep trying to reach their goals. Is that a good thing? Maybe best if the spider died. Once upon a time, there was a little fish. The little fish was nothing more than a simple, lackluster thing. However, it craved more, so one day the little fish set off. The little fish traveled far and wide in search of parts to make it become something better. The little fish found many creatures, and they were beautiful. The little fish wanted to be the same. Life as a little fish can be so boring. Why not try life at the top of the food chain for a change? Little Red Riding Hood was a nice story. Why could the wolf speak? People will tell you it was a fantasy. It was a simple plot purpose. Well, why should a wolf not speak? If I want a wolf to speak to me, I will simply make it learn. Then I can send it off and let Little Red Riding Hood be a real story. No more fantasy here. And that's the book that Fire took because it pertained to them. I'm growing bored of this appearance. I would like to test the eyes these creatures possess. I am always in want of a new pair for myself. Color blindness would be annoying. Oh, but the thrill. And the others have the remaining books, so I cannot quite grab hold of those. Now, where was the entrance to within? Can it not be accessed from above? Needs I to go access it from the area below? Perhaps. Well then. And here they have their seasonings. Or had their seasonings. is the elevator that goes up the stairs. Is it the same one that goes below? I do not believe so. Well, that seems to no longer be functional. Well, since it will no longer allow me to move, it must be taken down. And no one will ever know. Yes, it stops there. It does not descend lower. What's that tower? I'll have to venture into the woods beyond at some point. See what remains there. Beyond that which what they had made. But to reach home. Actually, there's the captain's house. And it would seem that most of the others have. Well, most of them did say they were turning in. Brenzak usually retires to work on their magics and enchantments after story. Let's see. What's there else that we needed to do at this time? Perhaps. No, most of the transporting of items can wait until we have improved upon the turning of the wings. So that way we can have a feasible place to land. Okay. So that is something to get used to. First of all, we will need to move these books somewhere. Now that others have wings, they could easily access this area up here. the secondary backup wings I have there in case of emergencies. Actually, if we were to carve out one more layer, I can stand comfortably. Got that. We must. Oh, we'll need to collect items to start working on the next shrine. That is for certain. The colors, we will need a bright blue. Grays we can come by easily enough. Now for a true test of our ability to aim our glide. Oh. Well, it works. It does work. Well, let's go ahead and drop these blocks off for the captain to use. All these fragments. We'll have to get to work on reinvesting in our tunnels. Although the tunnels need not cover the entire area of which we are traveling now. Merely in the areas within. There we are. And not have any others upon us. And this is the one that we need to drop off elsewhere. Actually, there was that cave up here which we determined was not a viable use for us. But if we made a small entrance to another area within, it might actually work out quite well. As with the others flying around that area, well, as marvelous as that creation is, it will also attract their attention, should anyone be in the area. The other option is we could go within. We could go within here. Let's see how that looks first. Just carefully carving out this block. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One more should do it. How far does this go? We've carved over. We've carved 4 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, it would seem. That one on us for now. We will need to make some barrels. So the barrels will be able to accommodate much, much more. Move a campfire over to this area. Go. There we are.
New Daddy Kezrin.
Guess we're gonna have to get that game set up and ready. There we are. And that should keep uninvited guests from coming in. Actually, we might be able to move this out one more. Actually, no. Let us come with this back out because that stands out too much. Actually, no, that does not stand out very much from the exterior. Chances of someone noticing that are rather slim. So I could move it to the interior here, but that would cut in on my already limited space. Well then. Let us see. This area is fairly well hidden from without. People are more likely to perch on the area at the peak than down there. There's even an easier landing spot here. And that one is the one with the water. So it works out all around. Melted some from within. I hit some of the exterior. And we will have to correct that. Why do I keep doing this? Keep causing more trouble for myself. I'll return to fix that later. Oh. Placing these within. That we were keeping upon us. I will need to gather. Which will be best for this? I do believe sand would be best suited for this repair. Just let us go obtain some. All right. Now it's time to collect. $35. Let's get closer to 50. There we go. That should be more than enough. That was not my brightest of ideas. We got our entrance down here. Here. Ooh. Managed to make it back to the surface in time. Now we need to get that corner piece there. And in the process, we're going to melt those areas above it. It has addressed most of the water from their approximate. There we go. Let's get that down. Will this work? Indeed it will. But that saves us much time and effort. Okay, now we need to grab those two. And they are both going to spawn more. That is going to be precarious. I'll just deal with this side first. seems to be resolving. Now if we can just get this one too. It's coming down slowly. But at least it does descend. Once this area is complete, we'll finally have our privacy again. You never realize how important it is until you no longer have it. Now this water, how much of it have we drained down this mountainside? A fair portion. That's what, another 10 hunt down before it is no longer a danger to our structure. Now if we were to go to the other side over here, this is where much work still remains to be done. Hello, friend creeper. If I do this right, I should be able to get over there and place this without melting any of the surrounding blocks, which would be ideal. It's the front area. We're not messing with that. To get over here. And there we are. That one's safely taken care of without spreading the water more. Now, if only this side could be dealt with so swiftly and easily. Can I help you, Frank Reaper? I take it not. Next we are here. There's a cave just down there. We've got our sand pile right here. There we go. It finally the water descends. Is there anything else that truly needs our work on this part of the mountain before we retire for the time being to harvest supplies for our other designs? Water on the front. Can that be addressed? Not with the supplies we currently have. We would need to collect a fair amount of dirt for that, which we do not have in ready supply. 20, I do believe. Let us see how this places us. With what we because we need not that one. We need the one that is a wider variety. Do a large curving arc. We have time to curve to it. You'll have to take this the way of difficulty. Where's that one being refilled from? There we go. Carry it down. we circle again. It was doing so well. Does it descend? It is. Very well. That is enough for it to reach the base. With the dirt blocks, they will know that someone was up there, but I won't necessarily call attention to it. Not now with the advent of wings having been distributed to several individuals. So it does give us still some air of margin. Now, we can safely say that this area is undiscovered. More ice to deliver to the captain. And then we can safely retire for the time being. So that will be more than ample. Done currently. We can start the process of moving our less well received experiments over there. But hopefully the captain does not find it amiss just how many materials they have found for their creations. A fair amount of supplies, a varied amount. Obviously more ice than anything else, but should not arouse too much suspicion, as it's not even enough for a whole block. We've dropped off materials in that quantity before without too much suspicion. there is something that we need to grab for the time being. Because we will need it to spread. We must ensure that we have enough. A small pocket here or there should be more than ample. There we are. We'll be able to have this move around and begin to grow. Well, there are many plans and motions. The shadows do not rest. They merely wait for opportune timings. We're gonna need to gather more foods as well before we go out to harvest more materials. We just spend some time with the ring as well. No one seemed too concerned by the berries' arrival and spread. Captain seemed to quite enjoy them. That certainly was an outcome I did not expect. Kareem was highly suspicious. Although I do not believe they recognized as that which we shared in meal the other time. But it seems that they had spent some time in isolation, which can do funny things to one's memory. So there wasn't anything I could make with carrots, was there? I believe there was a carrot cake I could bake. I'll have to invest into that. So we do have a fair amount of carrots. But our corn and wheat require some tending. also gonna need to move a bed over there. What else? What else? What else? Nothing. The veins will need to be moved as well. Moved. That is simple enough matter to do. Now that we can travel with ease. This one still requires to travel with me. That can remain. There we are. Well, it seems as friend Kareem said, with practice, the flight gets much easier and the turns are less difficult to control.